Question: do you think it's possible to get 1% better than just yesterday? Let's talk about this. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. I love to help people keep their money. It is my utmost proud moment to mention that this is a very special show today. This is a collab with Dawn from Sensible Living with Money Mom, and a wonderful channel. Hopefully you've heard of it. Perhaps you haven't, but now you will. And the channel name is JB Breaks Free. Welcome everyone. JB Breaks Free is a small YouTube channel that gives really amazingly large messages. I'm going to talk about some of that today. And oftentimes he talks about getting 1% better. I love that positive attitude and energy. And of course, all of us know Dawn by now for sure. So in my lifetime here in the last few months, I decided that I too want to become 1% better than the day before. Things don't always happen overnight. It takes a little bit of practice sometimes, but I look at it this way. Every single day that I am 1% better than the day before, can you imagine by following that little rule of thumb, just how much better could we be 365 days from this day at the rate of 1% better? I love that idea. So I have been implementing this in my own life, and it seems to be working. We all get a lot of stress. Stress is part of life. This is true. Some things are just kind of sort of thrown at us, but in most cases, some of the stress we can drastically reduce. And I have done that. One of the things that I have absolutely have done, I have drastically reduced my time watching and listening to the news. I just listen to the bare essentials and cut it. That's it. Gone are the days of like spending way too much time taking in all of the news, because a lot of the news is, well, negative. And negative energy is just not a great thing. Next, practice gratitude. Practicing the attitude of gratitude. Sometimes we forget. We get caught up. We get busy. Sometimes all of us take things for granted. I think it's a wonderful thing every day, if at all possible, to make it a point to be grateful for the things around you, to be grateful for the people around us, all good things. And even sometimes to be grateful when things don't necessarily go our way. Why? Because I look at it this way, it could be a lesson learned for the future. Next, to stop dwelling on past mistakes. Many of us have a tendency, including myself, to kind of sort of mentally beat ourselves up for mistakes that maybe we made in the past. But the reality is the past is over. Yesterday is done. We need to forget about it. We need to move forward. We need to take lessons from our mistakes. Mistakes are not necessarily a bad thing, like I said a minute ago. Past mistakes are future life lessons. Make choices. Make choices of the thoughts that we choose. You know, thoughts are not something that we have to hang on to. We don't have to hang on to thoughts unless there's something really, really pleasant and you want to, but especially not hanging on to thoughts. Imagine thoughts as little clouds in the sky. Clouds in the sky constantly pass us all day long. I could choose to look at that cloud for a minute, maybe focus on it for a minute, or I could just dismiss that cloud. Thoughts are going to happen. They just happen. But we do not have to hang on to the thought. That is not a rule of law. If you're listening to something negative, walk away from it. If someone is just like getting on your last nerve, just politely excuse yourself. You don't have to stay in the negativity, and that includes negative thoughts. Next, Don't rent troubles that you don't have to. For example, some people borrow other people's troubles. Well, we have empathy and we have care and we do have concern. We can pray for that person. We could do as much as we can. But at the end of the day, we still have to focus on ourselves. We have loved ones that care about us. And in order to be best for them, our families, for example, to be best for our families, we have to take better care of ourselves. So by de-stressing, by not borrowing other people's troubles, bless them, pray for them, but don't linger on it. This is a nice idea. Choose to do a random act of kindness at least once a day or a couple times a week. A random act of kindness on purpose. You would be amazed by not so much always focusing on yourself, always focusing on your needs, coming out of yourself and doing some random act of kindness for someone else. It can work wonders. And to me, these are wonderful ways to get 1% better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for inviting me to the collab. Money Mom, you are amazing. You are wonderful. JB breaks free. Many, many times I'm like, oh, I need my JB moment of thought for the day. I'm not even kidding you. When I go to his channel, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is like just such a wonderful thing. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I look forward to seeing everyone again, hopefully in the not so distant future. Take good care, everybody. Have a great day.